Well, one EU member state that's been relatively successful in dealing with the crisis is Greece. It was quick to go into lockdown and so far has reported just over 2,400 confirmed cases and 121 deaths out of a population of 11 million. But the Greek economy is very dependent on tourism and it's looking to the EU meeting later today to get some reassurances about how this year's summer holiday season can take place. Joining us now live from Athens is Hárη Theοχάρη, the Greek Minister for Tourism. Thank you very much for joining us. First, just remind us about the approach that Greece took to the lockdown, which looks to have reduced the number of fatalities.
Yes, it was a very, if you like, aggressive approach in the sense that we were proactive. Our Prime Minister took early decisions to block the carnival festivities even before we had fatalities. And also we moved very quickly, early in the curve, to close schools, small shops, etc., etc. This was coupled with a very concise and consistent education policy, explaining to the public why they needed to do whatever was required of them and how this would help flatten the curve and reach the goal that we had. This was very successful, and it was actually also delegated to the experts, to the health officials, which gave them a certain sense of reassurance, if you like.
But what economic impact has there been on Greece?
Yes, of course, this is very significant. And as we are successful at dealing with the hygienic part of the crisis, we're now turning our attention in how we will gradually open up the sectors of the economy without risking going back and coming back to the lockdown mode. So, of course, it has affected a lot. Tourism has stopped. We started the first 2 months of the year with plus 24% growth. This, of course, came to a grinding halt from March onwards. And we're hoping that we can put in place the health and safety procedures that will allow, even on a bilateral or on a pan-European level, to come with a common set of rules that will allow travelling and some form of vacationing.
What sort of help and reassurance do you need to hear from the EU and your partner members at this meeting today?
Well, of course, the meeting will be focused on a number of things. The financial package is very, very important because we are dealing with a crisis that is very, very acute. And we do not want to see the value chain destroyed, so it's important to have adequate supporting tools. And the second thing that I would like to hear personally, if you like, is the acknowledgement of the importance and of the special case of the tourism sector. Europe is the most touristically developed area in the whole world, and we need to understand that without the tourism sector's restarting, we will not see a lasting economic restarting. So it's important to acknowledge that and to see how we can help this kind of restart that's required.
How soon then do you think that you will be able to open your borders and welcome tourists again?
Well, this is obviously something to be discussed with the health experts. We're currently in the process of setting up the protocols which will be submitted to the committee of experts. And with those at hand, we're hoping that they can give us the go-ahead to open up gradually. Let me reverse it. In order to be able to solve us most of the season, tourism is a very seasonal activity. We need to aim at some time in July to be able to open up. Now, this cannot be with every source country, with every destination. I acknowledge that, but at least we have to try to open up with some countries the bilateral communication and traveling.
I'm sure there'll be many people, only too willing to visit when it's safe to do so. Hárη Theοχάρη, the Greek tourism minister. Thank you very much for joining us here on BBC News. Thank you.